Peace to Universal Family. It's me, Clocks in, and gonna do a quick vlog with y'all. Nothing crazy. Got me some vegan Chipotle and my snack. It's gonna be a good video, I hope. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a good video. What am I talking about? All my videos are good. But I just feel like talking to y'all because every time I get a new realization, I end up planning it and doing all this extra stuff. But now I'm starting to just try to make videos on the moment. As soon as I get the spark of the thought, I'm just gonna make the video. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So today's video is gonna be about inspiration and validation. All right. And I was gonna make the art video about it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna vlog with them this time. Right. Well, this came about because I was planning what I'm gonna be doing for the next few months, and I'm like, it's not adding up. The reason why it wasn't adding up is because I was putting limitations on myself to not do certain things because of how I've been influenced in certain ways by certain people. And I allowed these outside forces to validate me and my actions to things. And I realized that that's a handicap, you know. And also my ego as well. My ego gets in the way of a lot of things that really hinders me to do things that I need to do. And so now that I'm realizing that, right, I'm not gonna let that stop me anymore. So, because nothing can stop me from getting to my goal, not even myself. So, and I know I'm actually my biggest enemy and my biggest critic. So, I'm fighting myself on this. I'm not gonna blame anybody. It's really just me. It's just I've realized how much I've seeked validation outside myself, and that's a problem that I'm dealing with, and that I finally realized I'm not doing it ever again. You know, and because it's hindered me for a long time, and so my next few moves are going to be unorthodox to some people, but it's going to be required for me to move forward. So I was going to title this video 2 steps back to take 3 steps forward, but I'm like, it's not really 2 steps back. It's not really 2 steps back. It's really a realization and a necessary phase. So, yeah, I know y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. But for anybody else who's dealing with this, like, if you know what you need to do, but you don't want to do it because of your ego, and other people around you are like, no, you probably shouldn't do that. Because I know who you are, so you wouldn't do something like that. But you know in the back of your mind that you need to do this to get to this certain level that you know you want to be at, but everyone around you and even yourself is stopping you from doing it. Listen to this. Your life is a process. It's not going to be perfect from the jump, okay? So you're going to have to go through times that might seem embarrassing and might do all these things, but those steps are required to get to where you actually need to go, okay? And so what I want you to do is identify the thing that you want to do that everybody's telling you and even yourself not to do. Weigh the pros and cons and look at the balance between it. You know, is it more cons than pros? And if so, don't do it. But if there are more pros than cons, and the cons might seem bad, but the pros obviously outweigh the cons, then do it. Okay? No matter what anybody says. Because you know, at the back of your mind, you know what's best for you and what you need to succeed in your destiny. No one else can tell you that. They can only give you advice. They can't tell you exactly what you need. Okay? So, talking to myself right now, and anybody who's listening, you know, follow your destiny, no matter what it takes. The reason why I wanted to say inspiration, because inspiration and influence is a really big thing in this world. We got artists and rappers and celebrities that influence millions upon billions of people and how they choose to live their life. There's a good side and a bad side to that, obviously. You know? And I feel like we need to know when to be influenced and what to be influenced on, you know? Like, it's cool to be influenced by an attire, you know, how you dress or how you do this, or even how you talk in some way, like you might want to be influenced with. That's cool. But when it comes to like your core self and like your dreams and aspirations, don't let too many people influence you to change your course of action. Don't let too many people. You gotta be real careful with that, because that's your life that they're holding in their hands. Okay, and so I would recommend taking advice, but not be completely influenced by anybody, no matter how much you like them. All right. And then the validation, that one's real tough, because there's more cons than pros in there. There's pros from obviously people who you look up to at a very high standard, and like, yeah, great job, you did good, and boost your confidence and all these things. That's great, but that's like, it's usually 1 in a million when you find a person who actually doesn't have any ulterior motives when they validate you. Like, it's always some type of extra thing in return, like, oh yeah, you did good, so you should probably do this. There's rarely anybody who just says they're just proud of you for the things you do, and no matter what you do, no, it don't matter. There's very few people in the world that are like that. Okay, but if you do, then that's cool. But even still, they're not gonna rescue you all the time, So you gotta be able to validate yourself when you're doing things. So validation is very tricky. I had to really recently come out of that. So I recommend learning how to validate yourself when you come up with great ideas and plans that you have. You can share them, but I would recommend you manifest them into the physical world first, then you share. Because if you don't, the idea and the concept could be corrupted by other people's influence, and that's very, very dangerous. You can have a life-saving idea that could change the whole world, or it could just be something that could help you out in the next few months, And you tell it to somebody, and then they corrupt the idea with their thoughts and influence, whether it's negative or positive. Because it can be positive, but at the same time, slightly different. And then you can be, okay, maybe that person's idea is better than mine. But it's like, wait a minute, you didn't even give yours a shot before you already altering it. So that's very, very dangerous. You have to trust that person completely to be able to do something like that, and that's a very dangerous thing to do. And so I would recommend you manifest it slightly into the universe first, then you get influence from other people, and then you make tweaks from there if you want to. But when it's at a baby stage of an idea, you want to only give that to maybe 1 or 2 people, if any, because that's the infancy stage, It's like asking somebody else how to raise your child as a baby. Those stages are the most important stages of a human's life. Like, they need to know who their mother and father is and the basics from their actual parents. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm kind of going off what is he talking about? But I'm basically just trying to explain to y'all the power of influence and validation. And so I just want to be real careful with that. That's all I'm trying to say. But I'm not going to make this video too long. I just needed this to see for myself, because this next few thing I'm about to do, I know it's going to make people open their eyes like, what? So usually when I do something big, I have to reaffirm it for myself first. So once I got it in my mind that this down pat I'm going to do, no one can stop me, But I didn't even have this confirmed in my mind that this is what I was going to do. But now I do. I 100% have it locked into my mind, my next phase. It's going to be uncomfortable. This goes back to the other video I made, the being comfortable in discomfort. So I'm acting on that, and I'm moving forward with this next plan. So I'm going to see a lot more content coming from me, and a lot of different content as well. So be ready for that. And thank you for watching. If I have another idea, I'll probably vlog again. But yeah, let me know if y'all like these vlogs, or y'all want me to go back to the art videos. Let me know, because I kind of want to see my demographic. But yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.